Is an attorney who helped craft the two initiatives about the bike ban that were on the November ballot. He says at the least, the city council could have requested a judicial review before overturning the initiative approved by voters.
I think that in part they wanted to show that they know better than the citizens what's good for them.
There's no need for a judicial review to determine what is clearly within the authority of the city. It's another ordinance. The fact that it was put on the books through the initiative process doesn't convey to it any special status. It's just another ordinance.
The city council says the initiative would have kept them from doing their jobs, so they overturned it.
The city can't operate and fulfill its day-to-day management of operations under that kind of a mandate that you can't adjust or regulate what is essentially our park system.
Angsman says voters who disagree with the city council's actions can still have their say next year.
2013 will be an election year for Garden City, and so, even if nothing else, voters will have a chance to speak about how the representatives have handled this situation at that time.
We've had a lot of response on Facebook about this issue. Join the conversation by heading to our Facebook page. Just search for Idaho on your side. Live in the studio, Tina Jensen, Fox 9 on your side.
It appears fewer teens are drinking illegally across Boise because fewer people are selling to them. Boise police ran a sting operation at dozens of establishments and had teenagers try to buy alcohol with their real IDs. And out of 60 places tested, not a single bar let them buy, a significant decrease over previous years. They were only able to successfully buy alcohol at one local pizza company. Police and bar owners credit the results to cooperation and education.
Yeah, we offer a $5 bounty to each doorman that confiscates fake ID. And then we also have them trained with the downtown bar team, the downtown police bar team. And they learn a lot about what fake IDs are out there.
And Ted Challenger owns the Bistro, China Blue, and Dirty Little Roddy's. He says his staff is seeing a lot of high-quality fake IDs from China. Minors fill out a form online to get those fakes. The new school lunch program has forced kids to fill their trays with more fruits and vegetables, increasing both waste and consumption. And some say leaving kids hungry. We found one school, though, combating those issues by putting its kids to work. Matt King shows us how.
What else is in there?
Water.
Michaela. Leaves.
Every kid in Zach Knapp's 3rd and 4th grade classroom uses an iPad to take notes on whatever Mr. Knapp projects onto his smartboard.
Oxygen.
But in this K-6 school of 60 in Vail, Oregon, students seem more impressed with their teacher's ability to stir up compost.
These are country kids. This is a fun little rural school, and they like rolling around in the dirt.
Mr. Knapp unveiled the Willow Creek Elementary Garden last spring, before the school implemented the new federal lunch program. Lunch ladies then served the class's produce in the cafeteria, allowing kids to compare.
Is this our lettuce, or is this the lettuce that came in the bag?
The lettuce tastes a lot better. It has this little kind of peppery taste in there.
Mr. Knapp and his garden nurtured a monster, a classroom of lettuce connoisseurs. But they also helped to ease the transition to a more healthful lunch menu.
I never would have thought in years that you would have kids that are in the 3rd and 4th grade be in line going, oh, there's peppers today.
I like peppers a lot. When we had radishes, the radishes were good.
My class, what are leaves?
Green.
Browns.
The garden's grown so popular, younger students at Willow Creek now look forward to the 3rd grade. Kids want to grow and then eat foods like broccoli. And the school is considering upgrading to a larger greenhouse.
I don't know where this snowball is going to stop rolling, because it's kind of taking on a life of its own.
To a visitor, Mr. Knapp's classroom provides a string of contradictions. There, we find a completely wired learning environment in a tiny country schoolhouse, plugged into the latest technological advances in a shrinking world. We also find 8- and 9-year-olds sneaking longing glances away from their tablets toward the implements of the harvest.
Okay, get a little on each bale.
Matt King, Fox 9 on your side.
Willow Creek recognizes a bigger greenhouse likely costs money. It's researching various grants and seeking donors. The class harvests lettuce on Monday, and that supply lasts through lunch on Thursday. Technology in the classroom played a key part in Idaho's recent election, showing just how critical the issue is for parents and students alike. Tonight, 2 Idaho universities are the recipients of grants from a local charity aimed at helping future teachers include that technology when teaching your kids. Reporter Eric Fink joins us live in studio with the story.
Rolling $5 million to find out the best ways teachers can connect with their students in the classroom. Students who today are sometimes more adept at using technology than the head of the class. Changing that is the crux of this new project.
The University of Idaho and Northwest Nazarene University will split a $5 million grant from the Katherine Albertson Foundation to help each school create a learning center dedicated to researching the most effective method for teachers to incorporate technology in their lesson plans.
For us to think that we're going to be really on top of what students need in junior highs and high schools when they start with technology at age 2 and 3, we really need to be understanding that in a deep way.
$3 million goes to the U of I over the next 3 years. The university begins to gather research teams for an endeavor Dean Mansell Bromley hopes will spark a desire in our youngest students to enter a growing field.
We would love to be graduating more students from high schools who have an intense interest in computers and technology and how they work.
The Albertson Foundation's interest in financing technology-driven programs at Gem State colleges and universities extends beyond the U of I and NNU. Last year, it donated almost $13 million to the College of Western Idaho to build the Micron Center, home to 9 professional technology programs.
It directly feeds back into our local business and industry. Their strength in the economy and being able to compete on a national marketplace is vital to the success of Idaho as a whole.
A whole new venture at 2 of Idaho's higher education settings to better equip teachers with the skills and knowledge to best educate our students using present tools to enrich our future.
Now, I reached out to NNU today, but did not hear back. The Technology Learning Center at the U of I is scheduled to open next August. Live tonight, Eric Fink, Fox 9 on your side.
The record-breaking Powerball jackpot continues to grow. The estimated total at this point, $500 million. And despite the long odds, that would be 1 in 175 million to be exact, people are lining up to play. And there's Powerball fever in the Treasure Valley. We found one woman who was buying tickets for her whole office.
It's something to dream about for a day and a half. It's pretty fun. There's 54 people that are, so $540 worth of lottery tickets.
Powerball tickets cost $2 a line. The jackpot has already defied its own odds, an unheard of 16 drawings in a row without a winner. Ticket sales for tomorrow alone could top $200 million. So be sure to tune in to Fox 9 tomorrow night right at 9 o'clock for the Powerball drawing. Office lottery pools are growing in popularity, as you might imagine, but there are a few things you should know to make sure that you get your fair share. Write everything down, have everyone write down their name and amounts paid, clarify if certain people get a bigger cut if they invest more. Make sure everyone has a photocopy of all the shared tickets and use common sense. Only go into a pool with people you know and trust. We're just a few days away from Boise State's regular season finale in Reno, which will be broadcast on our sister station, Today's 6. Last time the Broncos visited the Wolfpack, Nevada made that late comeback and upset a 4th-ranked BSU team, which was poised for a national title shot. The Wolfpack fans rushed the field, and their actions left a lasting impact on the Bronco players.
I remember a fan came up to me, like, kicked my helmet, you know, and did some outrageous stuff, but, you know, that's what you expect, you know, from their fans. They're kind of, you know, a crazy group of people, but handling business, hopefully, you know, we'll get back at them like that.
We don't play their fans, you know, we play who's on the field, and so if we're worried and paying attention to the fans, we're paying attention to the wrong thing.
All right, remember, you can catch this weekend's game only on our sister station, Today's 6 on your side. Our pregame special starts at 12:30. Sports director Paul Gerke and reporter Matt King will be in Reno. Kickoff is slated for 1:30, and stay tuned afterwards for our postgame wrap-up at 5 o'clock. Well, while you're getting out picking up gifts for your loved ones this holiday season, it's also the time of year to remember others who may not have the means to do the same. And as we do every year, Fox 9 on your side joins us with joins the U.S. Marine Corps and Blue Cross of Idaho for this year's Toys for Tots campaign. My co-anchor, Michelle Edmonds, out live this evening at the Walmart on Overland. How's it going out there, Michelle?
You know what, Roland? It is absolutely fabulous. I shouldn't be blown away by the spirit of the Treasure Valley already this holiday season, but take a look behind me. There's not just one bin that's been filled in the last couple of hours, or 2 bins, but we've now had to start a 3rd bin over here in order to fit all the toys that people are donating. And whether they're coming in and bringing $100 bills with them and just handing them off to the Marines, or they're just simply dropping in a toy for a child here in the Treasure Valley, it is all going to such an amazing cause. Here's what we need from you this year. We need 75,000 toys well before Christmas Eve. You see, the sooner we can get these toys into the hands of the U.S. Marines, the faster they can get them to the 20,000 families here in the Treasure Valley who have applied. So that's why the push starts so early, because the Marines need the time in order to make sure they can fill all the requests. And as you can imagine, the requests are large again this year. So we are off to an incredible start. There have been some real stories of generosity already here at the Walmart on Overland. We've spent the entire day here. And this is just our first Toys for Tots Tuesday, as we're calling them, here on Fox 9. We're going to be live at different Walmart locations for you throughout the next couple of Tuesdays, reminding you to pick up a toy. And coming up in just a little bit, Roland, I have 2 guys who are going to convince everybody out there to make a donation, the U.S. Marines themselves.
It's nice to have them involved every year. And you know, the time can slip by. You're absolutely right. So you want to take advantage of it as soon as possible and get those toys out there.
Exactly.
All right, Michelle, thanks very much.
Now the On Your Side forecast with Chief Meteorologist Scott Dorval.
Temperatures are getting chilly out there after a high temperature of 44 today. That's not too far from normal. 42 is the normal high. No precipitation today. We're about a ½ inch for the month. We're behind average, but boy, we may make up some ground here over the next few days just as the month is coming to a close. Record high temperature 70 set back in 1949. Your sunset now at 5:11. We have a lunar eclipse that's going to occur as the full moon sets tomorrow morning. So if you're up early in the morning, go check out the moon as it's setting in the west, and you may see just a bite taken out of that moon there as we have a lunar eclipse tomorrow morning. High temperatures today in the 40s, only 41 in Ontario, but it hit 50 in Twin today. The wind will start to pick up tomorrow. That will stir the atmosphere up, and I think that'll bring the temperatures up in Mountain Home and Boise, maybe in Ontario, but there's a chance we may just keep those temperatures on the chilly side. And look at this, we're below freezing in most locations right now. 29 in Mountain Home. It's cold outside. Some cloud cover, but no precipitation. Coming up tomorrow, I think what's going to happen is we're going to see milder conditions, breezy, about 54 degrees for the high, and that graphic looks kind of gloomy. It's really going to be sunny early, clouds coming in, and then a chance for showers about 4 or 5 o'clock. Just a slight chance for showers coming in. So we'll start out like we did today, but it's kind of going towards the wet side of things here. I'll talk more about that coming up.
You know, beautiful moon out tonight.
It is a beautiful full moon.
All right, thanks, Scott. Coming up next on Fox 9 On Your Side tonight, she's played a key role in the controversy surrounding the Obama administration's handling of the Benghazi attack. And today, Susan Rice addressed some of her harshest critics on Capitol Hill. And still ahead, their world was turned upside down by Hurricane Sandy, and people in New York are still feeling the repercussions. But tonight, it's at the hands of the power company.
Roland Ferris, Michelle Edmonds, Chief Meteorologist Scott Dorval, Sports with Paul Gerke. This is Fox 9 On Your Side at 9. Weather is brought to you by Steve's Hometown Toyota. Try Steve's Hometown Toyota in Ontario.
Fox Wednesday. Harris.
Let's go to war.
It's down to the top 8.
This is not going to be easy.
And the competition has never been more fierce.
Competitively, I'm very upset because that was too good.
Especially between the mentors.
I thought the song was boring.
Simon, she has more talent in her pinky than you do in all of your contestants.
Plus, it's the world premiere of will.i.am's new video featuring the X Factor's very own Miss Britney Spears. The X Factor, all new live this Wednesday and Thursday on Fox.
Attention Boise. From right now till the end of the month, you don't want to miss Hyundai's all-out blackout event. Get special after Thanksgiving offers on Hyundai's entire lineup. Access, $169. Elantra, $179. Sonata, 0 down, 0 deposits, and 0 first month payments. Plus the all-new Santa Fe, $269 a month, plus up to $750 in bonus cash. Now through November 30th at Bronco Motors Hyundai, official sponsor of the Boise Holiday Parade.
Paige here, and guess what? RC Willey wants to show their holiday spirit with a humongous sale. And I've never wanted to say no to a little holiday cheer.
'Tis the season to save on tablets, digital cameras, camcorders, home theater systems, and TVs. This 50-inch LCD TV is only $499. Save $400 on this LG 60-inch plasma high-definition TV, now just $799. Top name brands are in stock now. RC Willey, your home, your way.
You're watching Fox 9 on your side at 9.
The Obama administration is making a new attempt to explain the misleading information given out in the days after the September 11th attack on the U.S. consulate in Benghazi, Libya. And today, U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Susan Rice, went to Capitol Hill to explain her role and remarks following that attack. And as Dana Bash reports right now in America, some big-name Republicans are very unhappy with her answers.
The way these grim-faced GOP senators tell it, Susan Rice's attempt to calm their criticism backfired.
We are significantly troubled by many of the answers that we got and some that we didn't get.
I'm more disturbed now than I was before.
Rice requested to meet with her chief Republican critics in order to explain why, 5 days after the September Benghazi attack that killed 4 Americans, she went on Sunday talk shows suggesting it was sparked by a spontaneous protest.
The information given to the American people was wrong. In fact, Ambassador Rice said today, absolutely, it was wrong.
Accompanied by acting CIA Director Michael Morrell, Rice explained she was using these unclassified talking points, which were stripped of references to al-Qaeda, still classified by the intelligence community. So Rice used the word extremist.
Extremist elements came to the consulate as this was unfolding.
A source inside the meeting tells CNN Rice admitted to GOP senators she was aware of classified information suggesting al-Qaeda was behind the attack. And yet, GOP senators point out she still said this publicly.
We have decimated al-Qaeda.
CNN is also told Rice tried to clarify to GOP senators that what she meant was al-Qaeda's core leadership had been decimated. But GOP senators argue it's proof Rice was putting pre-election spin before national security.
It was unjustified to give the scenario as presented by Ambassador Rice and President Obama 3 weeks before an election.
Rice did not answer our question. She did release a statement admitting her talking points, quote, were incorrect in a key respect. There was no protest or demonstration in Benghazi. While we certainly wish we had had perfect information just days after the terrorist attack, as is often the case, the intelligence assessment has evolved. We stress that neither I nor anyone else in the administration intended to mislead the American people at any stage in this process. And the White House had this to say.
The focus on, some might say obsession on, comments made on Sunday shows seems to me and to many to be misplaced.
GOP senators also complained Rice neglected to ask key questions before telling the public what turned out to be wrong information.
That's troubling to me as well, why she wouldn't have asked. I'm the person that doesn't know anything about this. I'm going on every single show.
Coming up next on Fox 9, we're going to head to the Weather Center for Scott Dorval's complete on-your-side forecast. And still ahead, we'll head back out to Walmart on Overland, where we're collecting toys for Tots. Michelle Edmonds will update us on tonight's progress with 2 special guests. And now, here's tonight's Pump Patrol. Head to the Fred Meyer on Federal Way to fill up for $3.46 a gallon. And to find the cheapest gas in your neighborhood, just go to IdahoOnYourSide.com and click on the Features tab.
Buy a truck, get a gun. It's back and bigger than ever. The 4th annual Bucks and Truck Sale at Mountain Home Auto Ranch is on now. Check out all the deals and details at GoAutoRanch.com. Mountain Home Auto Ranch, exit 95 Mountain Home.
On the next 2.5 Men, single parents need love too.
Please don't tell me you're doing Jake's Loser, Dad.
I'm a divorced mother with a 16-year-old son. I can't be picky.
Next 2.5 Men.
Weeknights at 10 on Fox 9.
Say you're doing some entertaining this season. Well, at Fred Meyer, you'll find party trays with fresh fruit and cheese, veggies, deli meats, and more. Leave the work to Freddy's so you can get out of the kitchen and enjoy your party. Fred Meyer, all things holiday, all in one stop.
Happy Honda Days are in the air at your Southern Idaho Honda dealers, and 'tis the season to take advantage of tons of special holiday deals. Like the incredible styling of a new Accord at just $249 a month. $249 a month. Or enjoy the comfort of a new Pilot for only $319 a month. $319 a month. Don't miss the most wonderful time of the year. Happy Honda Days at your Southern Idaho Honda dealers, including Larry H. Miller Honda in Boise or Tom Scott Honda in Nampa.
What's better than hand-scooped ice cream? Hand-scooped ice cream between 2 chocolate chip cookies. The chocolate chip cookie ice cream sandwich. Free with a Memphis barbecue burger combo. Only at Carl's Jr.
Hi, Snow Mom here. Check out this week's Fred Meyer price blasters. Like slippers, men's sweaters for $24.99, and holiday home mini light reels for $14.99. Fred Meyer, all things holiday, all in one stop.
At Peterson Toyota, we're currently under remodel and getting a fresh new look. Because of any inconvenience caused by our construction, we're having a construction sale. Prices are dropping, so you can get a fresh new look too. Get a new RAV4 up to $2,500 off plus 0% for 60 months. Or a new Camry for up to $3,000 off plus 0% for 48 months.
At Peterson's, it's great service
and better prices.
Satisfy your love to drive.
For Emmy Award-winning news coverage, watch Fox 9 On Your Side at 9.
Now the On Your Side forecast with Chief Meteorologist Scott Dorval.
It's the drive before the storms come in. I think we'll see significant weather coming in this weekend, and we'll get just a taste of it coming in tomorrow afternoon. But in the meantime, at least half the day tomorrow will be much like we had during the day today. I said we'd hit 51 for the high temperature today. My 3-degree guarantee, it was only 44 degrees. Now, it felt like 51 outside. We just weren't stirring the air up, so the cool air just stayed settled in the valleys. Tomorrow, the wind picks up, and I think the temperatures will shoot into the 50s. It may not feel quite as mild, and in the Western Valley, it's probably going to stay in the 40s. If you have light winds tomorrow, you'll stay in the 40s. If you see the breezes kicking in, especially east of Boise, we'll likely see that temperature pop back up into the 50s. It's 16 right now in Stanley. It's 34 at the airport, but it's 29 in Mountain Home. Look at all this gray here. This is a veil of high clouds that continues to stream on in from southwest to northeast. You see some clearing here. I think this is going to arrive just before morning, and that'll give us some sunshine to start the day. Then more clouds will come in. Again, remember, the setting moon early tomorrow morning after sunrise, you'll see a lunar eclipse as the shadow of the Earth will be passing across the moon as that moon sets. So we may get that with some of the clearing coming in from the south and west. Here's a broader view. High pressure's been protecting us, and we're only getting the high clouds now. This will weaken and slide to the south, opening the floodgates for the southerly flow of air to bring milder weather in and a lot of moisture. The Hawaiian Islands are down here in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, and there's plenty of moisture out ahead of it. A series of storms, one here, another one here, another one here that's backing around. All these systems here with a lot of cold air will bring moisture and mild weather in our direction, and we'll see increasing moisture with increasing chances of rain, especially for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and especially in Idaho's central mountains. Let's first of all take a look at our futurecast into tomorrow morning. I think, again, 7 o'clock in the morning, the clouds are clear. We get some sunshine early. Then the clouds will increase, and by afternoon, look at some rain showing up to our southwest. So a few showers in eastern Oregon. This is 4 o'clock Wednesday afternoon with a chance for a couple of showers coming in. Here again is Wednesday afternoon with those showers at 4. We'll go on through. We'll dry things out. Thursday morning we're dry, but Thursday afternoon we have a chance for more rain starting to come in, especially in the west central mountains with snow above 6,000 feet. We may get a little snow early, but then the snow levels will come back up. They're going to go up and down over the next few days between 6,500 feet and 5,500 feet. In the valley, there'll be a rain shadow as the wind blows over the Oahe Mountains and sinks right over the Snake River. The Snake River may stay stay dry for several days. There's just a chance for showers while you get further north towards Boise, north of I-84, a better chance for more rain. And look at that moisture. So you just blast on through Friday afternoon. Snow in the highest of elevations now. Stanley Sun Valley may have snow here, and Galena Summit certainly will. But in the Treasure Valley again, you see dry near the Snake River, but more rain in the Western Valley and the Magic Valley as well. This is Friday. This is going to repeat for Saturday and Sunday as well as more moisture comes in. Look at this rainfall or precipitation forecast just through Friday midday. Over 1.5 inches of moisture in McCall, 1 3/4 around Pine. So a soaking amount of rain coming into the West Central Mountains with snow only above 6,500 feet and only 900s in the Treasure Valley. Nothing you see here along the Snake River. So the snow levels, I'm going to talk about these coming up in a little bit as you go to our special weather segment. Everybody in the green would see rain. Everybody here would see snow. I'm going to detail that coming up in just a little bit. In the meantime, let's take a look at my Treasure Valley forecast. Sunshine early, clouds coming into the afternoon with a chance for some showers developing. Coolest in the Western Valley and calm. Breezy and milder in the 50s from Boise south and eastward. Clouds on the increase in the West Central Mountains with some showers developing at night. There may be some pockets of cold air left over, so some snow showers as well. I'm not expecting any significant precipitation in any populated areas because of the fact of the warming coming in. Stanley and Sun Valley will probably get some snow tomorrow evening. There's snow on the ground in Stanley now, snow on the ground in McCall right now as well, but that's probably going to change. 50s tomorrow in the Magic Valley, 57 in Twin with clouds on the increase. My extended forecast, on your side extended forecast, Friday a chance of some rain coming in. Saturday and Sunday could be a soaking rain with temperatures in the 50s. And again, tomorrow evening we have that chance as well. During the day, Thursday, we have a dry period as well. So there's just so much going on. We go from clouds to just mild and then some showers and then some rain and snow levels going up and down. So there's a lot to talk about, and I'll be detailing a lot of that as we move through the next few days. But generally, stormy weather Friday through Sunday.
And very wet. Yeah. And if it had been cold enough,
3 to 4 feet of snow on the mountains.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
All right, let's hope for that later on.
Yes.
Would be nice. All right, well, every year for 3 weeks after Thanksgiving, Fox 9 is proud to team up with the Marines and Blue Cross of Idaho for the Toys for Tots drive. And Michelle Edmonds has been at the Walmart on Overland kicking off our part in the drive. And you've had some pretty amazing donations.
We really have, Roland. Heartwarming stories. And I have to tell you, for me, nothing kicks off the holiday spirit by being flanked by 2 wonderful U.S. Marines. Gentlemen, very nice to have you. We have got to tell you some stories, though, because we've been out here all day together enjoying what people have been giving us. And Gunnery Sergeant Ian Fisher, first of all, tell me maybe one of your favorite stories that tugged at your heart, a donation today.
I had an 86-year-old man come up and tell us that he had no idea what to buy for younger kids. Reached into his wallet and pulled out $100. I asked him if he wanted to change. He said, "No, I want you to go buy toys for the kids." So, I mean, that was one of the best ones, but probably the coolest.
And you went and bought toys. Absolutely. I know he did. He's a Marine. He does what he says he's going to do. Corporal Matt Snyder over here. What about you? Favorite moment from today so far?
Yes, I'd have to say probably when the 2 little girls came up and said that they were going to give up their Christmas and donate toys to Toys for Tots.
Matt likes to continue to tell this story because it makes me tear up every single time. And Ian, you had said you didn't think your own kids would do that kind of thing. Are you shocked at all by the generosity of the people in the community already this early?
It's absolutely amazing how the Treasure Valley has come and helped us out. I mean, we've been going for about a week, and we've been able to fill 4,000 toy orders for kids already. As of this morning, the last count was 22,000 toys, and they just keep coming in, and people just keep giving everything they've got. I mean, we had a guy come in today. He came and gave us $50, and one of the guys that was standing out there with the radio knew him, and he said, "Man, he doesn't have $50 to give. He's a single dad. Wow. He works 2 jobs, and for him to give you $50, that means a lot."
And Matt, behind you here, I wanted to show this off. This bin came in just recently this evening. One person gave all of these toys in this one bin, about $110 worth. And Corporal, this wasn't the only major large donation. You had a woman hand you guys a check today.
Yes, we did. It was actually worth $500. It was a pretty large donation, and we tried to get her to come on. She said that she just wanted to go towards the kids and for the toys.
And that's what I love, too, people being so humble about it. Does it surprise you at all, or do you think that we just kind of live in that type of community?
I think we just live in that type of community. It's a very generous community.
I agree. All right, well, you heard the numbers. 22,000, it's a great beginning to what we're trying to do. But, Roland, as we said earlier, 75,000 toys. Oh, let's scoot around right here. Let's scoot around and watch. This generous lady just gave. Thank you so much. Yay, Toys for Tots. We love it. All right, so you're seeing it in action, Roland. That's what we're doing out here. It's really that simple. And the Marines are asking for just a simple $10 gift. And coming up at the end of the show, I'll take you through. If you're sitting at home and you're like, okay, great, I don't know what to buy, how to buy it, what to do. It is so simple. You can buy the toy anywhere. You can drop it off at a Walmart or a Dairy Queen. They're even giving free ice cream at Dairy Queen. And we will tell you the hard to buy for kids and what you might be able to give them, because there are certain age groups that are a little more difficult to buy for. But I'll help you out with that coming up at the end of Fox 9.
Okay, and right there you can see it puts a smile on everyone's face even now when someone comes by and donates there.
I know, I'm sorry. That was kind of crazy. I made Logan swing around, but you had to see it because that's what's happened all day, and it's so fun to be here and experience it.
It's pretty cool. Michelle, thanks very much. We'll talk to you later. Coming up next on Fox 9 On Your Side, it was the late, great Eddie Cochran who said, ain't no cure for the summertime blues, but what about the holiday blues? We'll show you how to shake them when Fox 9 returns.
With a little bit, with a little bit, with a little bit of luck, I'm moving up. With a little bit, with a little bit, with a little bit of bloomin', a bit of bloomin', little bit of bloomin' luck.
Have a holly jolly Christmas.
We got to open this one early.
It's the most wonderful.
Tell a friend about Idaho's newest radio station, 105.1 FM, Variety Christmas.
Black Friday, the day people wait for all year in search of a great deal. But now, during the Ford year-end celebration, Black Friday lasts until the end of the month. When you buy or lease a select new Ford, you'll get a great deal, great mileage, and a special Ford Black Friday Award prepaid MasterCard that you can use anywhere for your holiday shopping.
Now, get a prepaid MasterCard award card worth up to $1,000 for any holiday purchase, or combine it with current incentives to get up to $8,500 in total savings on F-150. But hurry, it all ends November 30th.
I like to make note of every time my mind's been blown.
Nice.
First was being born. Every other time it's been here at time.
Yeah, I know, man. It is such a good sandwich.
54!
The new premium chicken lineup featuring the Asiago Caesar chicken sandwich. This is how you Sonic.
Pennywise is, well, a family tradition. My mom bought my first Barbie doll at Pennywise, and my brother got his first baseball mitt there. We got our school supplies there, too. It's a family store, a pharmacy I trust, and it always has everything we need. As kids, we always made a mad dash for the toy department, and today, my grandchildren do the same thing. It really is the family drugstore, and so much more. I love Pennywise. It's a good tradition.
Dr. Sheldon Cooper. Cool, redefined.
They call it the most wonderful time of the year, but for many people it can be a very difficult time. It's our top story in Fox Fitness right now. Depression. It can set in during the holiday season, but experts say in many cases it's just a temporary condition. Among the reasons for the depression, people who feel like they can't recreate their version of the ideal Christmas. And if you're having problems, experts suggest taking time to count your blessings.
There's studies to show that actually helps. If you're having trouble counting them, write them down. At the end of each day, before you go to bed, write down 3 good things that have happened to you that day. Write down at least one person you're grateful for having in your life.
McKee says it's important to remember even if you feel alone, you're not. And focusing on the good in your life can help alleviate those bad feelings. A warning tonight about a possible deadly combination of prescription drugs and fruit juice. Canadian researchers say they've uncovered 85 drugs out there that have a potential interaction with grapefruit juice. And of those, get this, 43 have serious side effects, in some cases even sudden death. One of the study authors say taking some pills with grapefruit juice can be the same as taking 20 tablets, turning therapeutic doses into toxic ones. Thousands of victims of Superstorm Sandy on New York's Long Island are now getting hit with power bills, even though they were in the dark for weeks. There was already a lot of anger towards the utility because of its response after the storm. Now, as Mary Snow reports, it's escalated.
And basically, this entire
thing was full of water to about here.
Jonathan Saporta experienced the wrath of Sandy firsthand when the superstorm destroyed his Long Beach restaurant. But it's now his wrath that's all-consuming, targeted at the Long Island Power Authority. The utility is coming under intense criticism for its response following the storm. The latest criticism, LIPA is sending out full monthly bills, even though thousands of people had no power for weeks after Sandy.
At first, there was exasperation and frustration, and now it's just a pure hatred.
In Saporta's case, he received a bill for a home he says he vacated on October 1st. Then came a bill for his new home, even though he had no power for 14 days. On top of that, he expects the electric bill for his restaurant to be around $1,700. A LIPA spokesman says a company representative was not available for an interview on camera. But in a statement, they told us LIPA was told by its contractor, National Grid, that their computer system cannot reduce the estimated bill to a period of time shorter than a whole billing period. LIPA says it's giving its customers options. Among them, it says they can wait until the meter is read to pay, make a partial payment with no penalty, or it says customers can read the meter themselves and get a corrected bill. The utility also says it's aiming to withhold bills to some hard-hit areas like the Rockaways. Saporta is unmoved.
I think it's a very poor way of making nice for a colossal mistake. Money is not as readily available to people as it was prior to the storm. And to think that, you know, it's okay that it's going to take one billing cycle, 2 billing cycles to balance itself out is insane.
Even with so much anger directed at LIPA, the head of a crisis management firm says utilities with no competition have little incentive to change.
What usually happens in situations like this is in order to show that something has been done, heads roll, people are fired, but the company remains intact, largely because there's not a lot of other options for consumers or local governments.
Still ahead on Fox 9 on your side tonight, millions of people are looking for that golden ticket worth $500 million. But not all jackpot winners' tales end happily ever after.
Download the free On Your Side news app. Search Idaho on your side in your app store.
Why is Papa Murphy's Pizza so revolutionary? This is Kelly. She comes in early to chop vegetables.
Every day we make our pizzas fresh in front of you.
Taste the fresh difference with a large Chicago-style stuffed pizza for only $10.
Papa Murphy's. Join the take and bake revolution.
Home Buddies is the Valley's premier in-home pet care service, offering pet sitting, dog walking, daytime and overnight pet visits, and more. Our team are experienced, bonded, and insured professionals who are certified in pet CPR and first aid. Pet parents can watch from anywhere in the world with our Home Buddies cams. So if you have a dog, cat, bird, fish, or any other furry, feathery, or scaly family members, we're here to give them the best care when you're not there. Call 331-4010 to set up your free Home Buddies in-home consultation today.
Welcome to Toyotathon, biggest sales event of the year. I'm Jan.
Hi, we're here to take a look
Something safe and reliable.
Well, yeah.
With great gas mileage like a Camry in red.
How did you?
It's a lucky guess. And then there's that.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's okay.
Is it?
Now, get a new Camry or new Corolla with zero financing for 48 months. And both come with Toyota Care. 2 years complimentary maintenance and roadside assistance. Toyotathon is on, the event you don't want to miss.
You're protected in the sun. You're protected when it rains. You're protected on the run and in every terrain. 'Cause our blue hat is more than that. Got every reason to be blue.
Blue Cross of Idaho's got you covered. With the best choice of doctors and plans, you can trust us when you're looking for coverage that fits.
And everywhere you go, care and quality you know. You've got every reason to be blue.
Why is Papa Murphy's Pizza so revolutionary? This is Kelly. She comes in early to chop vegetables.
Every day we make our pizzas fresh in front of you.
Taste the fresh difference with a large Chicago-style stuffed pizza for only $10.
Papa Murphy's. Join the take and bake revolution.
All right, we're going to get a lot of rain in the next 3-4 days, but not a lot of snow. But in higher elevations, I'm wondering how much we could get or might get in some of those higher elevations.
Yeah, the higher peaks will get hammered with snow. You hit a certain point in time, it's very difficult to not have those peaks get snow. But, you know, ski areas are not necessarily the highest peaks. So I got a lot of things to show you here in regards to precipitation in long term. Here's the first time I'm showing you this, our snowpack map. Now, a lot of times early in the season, it's all over the map, so to speak. The numbers are very sporadic because you don't get a real representative sample because it's very early in the season. This is the snowpack percent of average. We're 3/4 of where it should be, or 72% of where we should be in the Boise Basin, near 70%. Weiser Payette Basins, Wood River Basin's done very well, 15% above average. Still not so much down those lower elevation snowpacks here. This is snowpack. I don't have the numbers for actual precipitation when you add the snow and the rain. Almost everybody is in the green above 100% except down in here. In other words, it has been wet, but it has been generally mild. That's been the difference here. Let's take a look now at the 5-day precipitation forecast of green, about 1/4 inch eastern U.S. But boy, you take a look at the western U.S., what a difference. A bullseye 3.7 inches of moisture. That's close to 40 to 45 inches of snow if it were all snow right in that region right there. It's going to be mostly rain in the populated areas. Look at this, 5 to 10 or 6 to 10 inches of rain for Northern California. That's over the next 5 days coming in. What about the 8 to 14-day outlook? Above normal precipitation across the Northwest. Well, that's good news. The problem is this is the temperature forecast, still above normal for the 8 to 14-day time frame. I do see colder weather coming in towards the 10th and 11th of December. In fact, here's my 2-week forecast in the mountains. So maybe an inch of snow. These are general numbers now. And then rain this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This is in the mountains now. Chance of it ending is a little bit of snow on Monday. Tuesday, generally dry. Next week, Wednesday, an inch possible here. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This looked pretty impressive, this storm system coming in over the following weekend. Not this weekend, but next weekend, we could be finally seeing some snow as we get towards the 9th and 10th. So there's good news there, Roland, in the future here. But in the meantime, snow levels running around 6,000 feet. All these towns are in the rain. Cascade, McCall, Smiths Ferry, the base of Tamarack, snow only at the tops of the mountains. Could be 4 to 9 inches, but that's way up in the high elevations.
But the good news here is that we could get another one of those storms somewhere along the line and really get hammered, and then we'd be in great shape.
This is a great pattern to be in if we can just get it colder.
Let's hope. All right, thanks very much. Well, coming up next on